I'm extremely pleased that I can announce now Lynn Parkerson and
Jasmine Mans.
With Lynn Parkerson and her Brooklyn Ballet, I have a very, very long relationship. We know each other for more than 40 years when Lynn was based in Munich and making the dance scene here in Munich a little bit more interesting with her dancing and her choreography. Then eventually she moved back to New York and founded the Brooklyn Ballet. And I think they're celebrating their 20th birthday this year, so congratulations to that. It has become a real big company by now. It's a dance school as well as a dance company, a ballet company, merging all kinds of forms of dance forms into a real modern endeavor that is totally unique. And their latest collaboration is with Jasmine Mans.
Jasmine Mans is a Black American poet. She's a resident poet at the New York Public Library, and she experiments with dancing and poetry with the Brooklyn Ballet.
And so we will see, hopefully soon, the rehearsal space and the dance space in downtown Brooklyn of their work, live from Brooklyn, Schermerhorn Street. The floor is all yours.
Okay, hi. Hello, everyone. Do you hear us?
Absolutely.
Yes. Great. Okay. Thank you, Calais. Thank you, Augusta. Ich grüße euch alle. We're so happy that to be here in this unusual. This is my first situation like this, so I love new and exciting things. So this is fun. We're just going to throw. So this is Jasmine Mans, who is our poet in residence for the time being, and we've just had such an incredible time collaborating with her. Last season, and now something new. So in the spirit of something new, where we've started to gather for some informal rehearsals. So we thought we would just kind of show you where we were at in that process. So we're going to throw some words and movement into the room. First, just to kind of get us kind of going, and then I will direct a very short rehearsal. Does that sound good?
And remember, you are
Okay,
really
so
big on the
I'll let
screen.
Jasmine.
Remember,
Okay,
you're
I'll let
really,
Jasmine
really big
take
on the screen.
Huh?
Oh, there's this time lapse. You're really big on the screen. Everybody can see and hear you perfectly.
Beautiful. Great. Yeah, I see you too, and I see the time lapse. Sorry. Sorry about that. Our computer is sitting on a ballet bar, and I just ran into it. So that's what happened. Is this still a good placement? Yeah. Just walking, running, stillness, circular motion, falling motion.
When the girls reach the border, they will stand in staggering shades of brown, pronouncing their names through tired lips. Their accents will lay heavy on their tongues like yeast in protest of its own vacancy. They will hold their bellies, already filled with the swelling that only emptiness can conjure. They will claim each other as kin to honor the horror, or to at least remember it was real, that they were not alone and were of many. Their names are the first to get lost in the traffic, the most hesitant to leave, but the first to be dragged out of the girl women. When the girls reach the border, they will stand in staggering rows of brown, pronouncing their names through tired lips. Their accents will lay heavy on their tongues like yeast, in protest of its own vacancy. They will hold themselves, bellies already filled with a swelling that only emptiness can conjure. They will claim each other as kin to honor the horror or to at least remember that it was real, that they were not alone, that they were of many. Their names are the first things lost in the traffic, the most hesitant to leave, but the first thing dragged out of the girl, woman. Son,
Let's go into the first poem in the light, shall we?
I stared at a picture of Dorothy Dandridge and Harry Belafonte, wondered if we still fight the same, or bite the same, if they ever made more love than sense, if they ever stared at our generation and just wondered where all the fireflies went. Did they all die, or did they just not find us worth the life? Did they not find us worthy enough of them dressing to the nines in their shine, just waiting to become falling stars between the hands of a blushing girl in front of a boy, just waiting to give up her audacity and her worth? I promise you that if I died tonight in these sheets, I would still want you next to me. Like this love survived all of those riots. I know when you are scared. I held your hand when the hurricane came. Pass me my lighter. I'm sorry I made you cry. I don't care if you cry. I will always wipe your tears when you cry, like I know you did not give me permission to. But I already started asking God about you. Told him if he doesn't mind, I'd like to make it to heaven before you. To run your bath water and to make you a plate, to turn your TV to your favorite channel, then turn it off and make you believe that you left it that way, and I vowed to never to open the door for a sin to other than yours, and I promise to always remember your sin, and that we would laugh at everything that hurt when we were humans, like when we were poor, when we slept on our bedroom floor on Leslie Street, when we only had water and grilled cheese. The moment you said, baby, I may not have any money, but I got a soft spot, a melody, a pair of arms that could rock you to sleep so well. You're thinking about taking a chance on me.
Well, thank you so much for showing us a little bit of your work and of your wonderful company. You can see that it's a truly multicolored troupe that you've put together there. It's very unique. It won a lot of prizes by now. And the last piece that you, Jasmine, were involved in, it's called Unnatural Surroundings, delving right into the black narrative of the past, was something that raised a lot of attention in New York and in the whole of the US, I suppose. So we would like to show now.
We have a little bit more to show you if you'd like.
Oh, of course, go ahead. Sure. Ready when you are.
But I'm just tired of fighting. Every week we fight. Have you realized that we can't go a week without fighting? If my mama hear us, she's gonna ask you to leave, and she ain't going to want you to come back. I don't care if you don't come back. I care if you don't come back. You just can't stay here no more. I don't think you're good for me no more. She don't think you're good for me no more. Stop screaming at me. You talk to me like we're on the street. You didn't call me one, but I act like one. What is acting like one? You make me act like one. You act like I'm not on your side. I'm here. I'm always here. I thought that was the problem, that I'm always here with you. The problem is with you. We say the same thing every week. Every week, we say the same thing. Last time was the last time. Every time it's going to be different. Why we never try harder? or why we never try harder at the same time, or why we never try harder long enough at the same time to call this a relationship. I do believe this is a relationship. You don't believe that this is a relationship. You don't even look at me. Look at me. I am insecure. I don't trust you. You don't even trust you. Yes, I am laughing because this is sick and silly and stupid. If you love me, why do you make me look stupid? I don't want this to be normal. I can't tell my friends about us. I can't tell if this is normal. This is too painful to be normal.
We can do one more if you like. One more vignette. Yeah. Or is that too much? Okay.
One more.
All right. Move a little bit further into the center.
I stared at a picture of Dorothy Dandridge and Harry Belafonte. Wondered if we still fight the same, or bite the same. They ever made more love than sense. They ever stared at our generation and just wondered where all the fireflies went. Did they all die, or did they just not find us worth the life? Did they not find us worthy enough of them dressing to the nines in their shine, just waiting to become falling stars between the hands of a blushing girl in front of another, just waiting to give up her audacity and her world? I promise you that if I died tonight in these sheets, I would still want you next to me. Like this love survived all of those riots. I held your hand when the hurricane came. Pass me my lighter. I'm sorry I made you cry. I don't care if you cry. I will always wipe your tears when you cry. Like I know you did not give me permission to, but I already started asking God about you. Told him if he doesn't mind, I'd like to make it to heaven before you do. To run your bathwater, to make you a plate, to turn your TV to your favorite channel, then turn it off to make you believe that you left it that way, and I vowed to never to open the door for a sin other than yours, and I promise that I will always remember your sin, that we will laugh at everything that hurt when we were humans, like when we were poor, when we slept on our bedroom floor on Leslie Street, when we only had water and grilled cheese. The moment you said, baby, I may not have any money, but I got a soft spot, a melody, a pair of arms that could rock you to sleep. So what? Thinking about taking a chance on me.
I hope you can hear our audience going wild about it. So thank you so much for giving us an insight into your work. We will go on and show two very short clips of the actual performance of yours to make people aware and more interested in your work. And well, we'll try eventually to bring it over here in the whole thing, but that's a process. That's a process that we're working on. So that we've been working on. But you have been here already several times. Yes. So let's show the film, and afterwards we have a short talk about that and other topics. Thank you.
Dorothy Dandridge and Harry Belafonte wondered if we still fight the same or bite the same. If they ever made more love than sense. If they ever stared at our generation and just wondered where all the fireflies went. For the nights I cannot pick myself up off the floor, we'll build a fort. My body was made for you to sleep inside of. You make me want to straighten up things around here. You touch me like you've met my body in a past life. Can I love you past life? It's the parts of eternity that stay night, but it doesn't matter because you are already wrapped in everything that you loved and lived for. You make me feel like I can't die and like this is eternal life at the same time. For the nights I cannot pick myself up off the floor, we'll build a fort. My body was made for you to sleep inside of. You make me want to straighten up things around here. I vow to never to open the door for a scent other than yours. And I promise to always remember your scent. And that we will laugh at everything that hurt when we were human. Wondered if we still fight the same or bite the same. If they ever made more love than sense. If they ever stared at our generation and just wondered where all the fireflies went. Did they all die or did they just not find us worth the light? Did they not find us worthy enough of them dressing to the nines in their shine, just waiting to become falling stars between the hands of a blushing boy in front of a girl just waiting to give up his audacity and his world? I promise you that if I died tonight in these sheets, I would still want you next to me. Like this love survived all of those riots. I know when you are scared, I held your hand when the hurricane came. Pass me my lighter, I'm sorry I made you cry. I don't care if you cry, I will always wipe your tears when you cry.
Oh, they're there.
All right, that was part of... I think your connection is, it's getting better. This is the book Jasmine Mans was reading from, Black Girl Call Home. And I was wondering, how did this collaboration came about?
In a very beautiful and unique way. Last year in November, I guess a year ago around this time, I was able to contribute to the 1619 book edited by Nicole Hannah-Jones, a very astounding, groundbreaking book. And they were releasing the book at the Brooklyn Academy of Music, and it was the release day, and I got a call saying, we want you to open up the event with the Brooklyn Ballet. And it was a testament of professionalism and artistry because we all met on the stage for like a sound check, a lighting check, and I had to know the piece and they had to know their movement, and we all had to kind of be this ensemble within the next like maybe 1 hour, if we had that much time. And so we did a beautiful, beautiful performance together for the release of the project. And then I got a call saying like, hey, the Brooklyn Ballet would love to work with you further. There's a recital coming up. And I was overjoyed because it's always a beautiful thing to put art on its feet and to be in cross mediums. And so that was our opportunity here. And I was happy to contribute storytelling.
Well, Lynn, I know you've been working with poets before. Actually, we've been working together like 30 years ago or something stupid like that. When you were choreographing a piece with a poet sitting on a stool in the middle of the stage, and me doing the music, actually. So has there been anything in between these 30 years, like working with ballet, dance, and poetry?
Well, we did. You and Augusta and I were at Schamrock in 2018, and I consider that. And then you came to Brooklyn, and we did the piece in Brooklyn. But there's been a long span where I have not worked with text for a very long time. This is true. So it feels really wonderful to be working with words again. And again, inspired by this festival of yours, I started writing as well. So it's been nice for me to explore writing. And that, I think, also resonates when I'm working with dance and poetry. So it's been a wonderful evolution.
So that's very great to hear. Thank you so much for that. Also for the encouragement that I can hear through these words. Are you thinking of more collaborations?
Yes, we're planning something for end of April.
Yes.
Oh, good. So maybe we'll come over. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a total pleasure, and for us it was also a first to do something like this, and it worked out really fantastic due to our great crew here, the video and the streaming, Renee and Simon, by the way. And we would like to end this slot and the whole festival by asking you, Jasmine, could you please give us a final poem to send us home?
My pleasure. My fairy godmother left today, took up her wings and fluttered away, heard the Holy Ghost hummed a note soul, made us believe there was really something special about Miss Eve right in the middle of the ghetto. There may not be anything in the street, no gifts from three kings, but boy, can that girl sing, holding notes as strong as wooden Baptist church pews, with back pockets holding the Bibles and sins of some men who would scurry away to find an early Sunday morning to come back, chasing a sound that could turn a pumpkin into a chariot, made us believe that Cinderella could be a brown girl with a chance at forever if she had a little faith and some measuring tape, a little glitter and a whisper that could grant you one last wish or a last kiss. God placed you in the dreams of every brown girl with a fairy tale in her heart and a prayer stumbling up the stairs of her throat with no proof that anyone could ever hear it. When they applauded your name, could you hear it? When you were drowning, could anybody hear it? Why did you have to be the one to remind us that the clock strikes 12, that we die just too soon, that some girls will really end up naked in bathrooms that can just close high note, that you can find heaven and a quick fix on the same street and the bricks, leaving you with regrets that would run your throat dry, that'll make you take some secrets to the grave, yet that could make a flower blossom right up out of concrete. Nork then folded its baby back into its soil, placed you between her palms and a psalm, a black girl with faith as blind as the wind, yet as real as its whisper, forcing us all to remember that God can look at you, sins and all, and still think that you are beautiful enough to die for. Whitney, I believe in miracles because of you. Promised to tell Mother about you, about the day that God turned 1 million mice into men that would carry your body to the gates of heaven. I believe there is a glamour and a pair of wings from every girl from Newark with a dream, that it is the most beautiful, beautiful, beckoning us all to just dance with somebody. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Lynn Parkerson, the Brooklyn Ballet, Jasmine Mans. See you hopefully sometime soon. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.